Hey everyone, I'm Serena and I'm going to guide you through our yoga practice today in your home. So I'm super excited that I'm able to bring yoga to you. This time is very crazy and we are better able to navigate through this time with the practice of yoga. So today I'm going to give you a short 30-minute all levels yoga practice. Set up your mat, put your AirPods in or headphones in, and let's get started. So go ahead and find a comfortable, upright, seated position, letting the chin be parallel to the lap, letting your shoulders stack over your hips. You can let the palms rest on the knees or the hands rest on the knees with the palms facing towards the ceiling. Close the eyes or allow your gaze to soften. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Long exhale through your mouth. Good again, deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Last time. Just begin to move into your breath that you'd like to use for today's practice, allowing the breath just to flow in and out of the nose, into the nose, out through the nose. Letting your inhales be long and your exhales be a little bit longer. Maybe activating Ujjayi Pranayama if you choose. Just using your breath to help you find your center. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift both arms straight up overhead. Allow your right hand to come down to the mat, keeping the left arm straight up and long. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, both arms will come up to center. Exhale, releasing the left hand down. Take a side bend to the right. Remember to keep the arms straight and long. Inhaling both arms up to center. Exhaling to heart center. Exhale, you'll twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outside of the thigh. Right hand comes back behind you. Bring the right hand close to the sitting bone. Sit up really tall. Look behind you if you choose. Breathe. Twist back to center. Hands come back to heart center. Exhale, right hand outside of left thigh or knee. Bring your left hand behind you. Bring your left hand close to the sitting bone. Sit up tall. Look behind you. Breathe. Inhale, hands move back to heart center as you come to center. Good. From here, release your hands down. Come to a hands and knees position. From your hands and knees, let your hands be directly underneath your shoulders. Let your knees be hip-width distance apart. You can choose to curl the toes or release your toes down. Hug your navel towards your spine. You'll begin to flow through cat-cow, beginning with cow, inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze, releasing the belly, but keeping the abdominals hugged in. Exhale, round your spine. Really focus on rounding the upper part of the back as you press the mat away, release the head, lift up through the back of the heart. Inhaling, coming forward, back to cow. Exhaling to cat. And continue to flow through these two postures at your pace, connecting your breath with your movement, letting your breath lead and guide your movement. If you want to have more of an inward experience, feel free to close your eyes. You can also add any extra movement here that you'd like to, maybe moving in a circular motion or just moving forward and back, up and down. On your next inhalation, you'll come to a neutral spine. Bring your two big toes together, separate your knees, maybe about as wide as your mat or a little bit closer together. Send your sitting bones down towards your heels. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. Release your head down for a wide-legged child's pose. At any time that you feel you need to come back to this pose, feel free to come back to this pose during your practice here to rest or just to reconnect with your breath and with your body. Feel your breath here in child's pose in the back body. Feel your back body rising and falling with each breath. And soften just a little bit more with each exhale. On your next inhalation, you'll come back to hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width distance apart. Inhale, extend your right leg back long behind you. Hug your navel towards your spine. Activate your leg muscles. And then stretch back through the heel, send the heel down and back. Stretch out your calf and hamstring. Breathe here. On your next exhalation, bring your knee back to center. Inhale, opposite leg comes back behind you. Hug your navel towards your spine. Activate your leg muscles, send your heel down and back. Breathe. Exhale. When you're ready, bring your knee back to center. Good. From here, press your hands into the mat, curl your toes underneath you. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let your arms stretch out long. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Fingers spread moderately wide. You can focus on pressing back through the heels as you hug your belly towards your spine. Breathe. If you'd like to find movement here, you can pedal your feet, maybe bending one knee, straightening the other. You'll find stillness. You'll look forward between your hands. Inhale, walk your feet forward to forward fold, and then exhale, fold in your forward fold. Bend your knees as needed. Keep the weight shifted towards your toes without lifting the heels. Release your head down. Breathe. Feel your breath here in the back body. Bending your knees generously now, sitting back slightly. Slowly ragdoll up to standing, coming up vertebra by vertebra. Once you find your standing position, you'll find your mountain pose. Feel free to adjust clothing or adjust your stance as needed. Drawing the shoulder blades back, letting the palms come forward. Again, shifting weight here to your toes without lifting your heels, keeping your abdominals engaged. Inhale, lift both arms up overhead, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, you'll rise up to flat back to halfway lift. Hands will meet your shins. In your halfway lift, really draw your shoulder blades back. Look down, straight down at the top of your mat. Keep your abdominals engaged. Breathe. Exhale, fold, release your hands, release your head. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift both arms straight up overhead. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, come to halfway lift, find length in your spine, breathe. On your next exhalation, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift both arms straight up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift both arms. Exhale your hands to heart center to Anjali Mudra. And in this time of crazy, I'd like you to just think of right now 3 things that you're grateful for. Just 3 things. Inhale, when you're ready, lift both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Release your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips down, lift your arms up for chair pose. In your chair pose here, keep your weight here now shifted towards the heels, keeping the feet grounded. Hug your abdominals towards your spine. Let your arms be up and parallel towards your ears. Reach up high through your fingertips. Breathe. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, your right leg will shoot back long behind you. You'll release your back knee onto your mat. Keep the length here in your spine. Press down through your front foot. Lift the arches of your front foot. Inhale, lift both arms straight up overhead. Breathe here. Take your right hand down to your left thigh. Take your left hand in your back left pocket. Look back behind you. Hug your belly towards your spine. Breathe. Inhale, both arms lift straight up overhead. Exhale, fold over your front foot. Tuck your back toe, lift up off of your back knee. Step your back foot to meet your front for forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips lower down to chair pose, to Utkatasana. Breathe. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg shoots back long behind you. Keep your front knee over your ankle. Release your back knee. Inhale, when you're ready, lift your arms straight up overhead, pressing down through the front foot, lifting the arches of the front foot, keeping leg muscles engaged, hugging abdominals towards your spine. Exhale, left hand comes to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand comes back behind you in your back pocket. You can look behind you. Breathe. Inhale, when you're ready, lift both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your front foot. Keep your front knee over your ankle. Lift up off of your back knee. Step your back foot to meet your front. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift both arms straight up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, from here, you're going to bend your knees, plant your hands. You're going to step back for a knees down plank. In knees down plank, hands underneath your shoulders. Hug your belly towards your spine. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in, long exhale out. Exhale, your right hand will reach back for your left ankle, foot, or leg. You'll look underneath the left armpit. Hug your belly towards your spine and breathe. Inhale, bring your hand back to center. Exhale, opposite hand will reach back. Look underneath your right armpit, breathe. Inhale, bring your hand back to center. Look forward between your hands. Walk or hop if you choose, coming to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, with both arms up overhead. Exhale to mountain pose. Inhale, both arms will lift straight up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, you'll come to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg will step back, long behind you. Make sure your hands are framing your front foot. Keep your back hips lifted, length here in the spine. Hug your belly towards your spine, find length from the heel to the crown of your head. Keep your right hand where it is or bring it closer to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, lift up your left arm straight up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Hug your abdominals in. Your front knee is going to want to move away from the midline of your body. Bring your front knee in towards the midline of your body. Twist towards the thigh. Make sure your top hand stays right above the shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, release your top hand down. Rise up to warrior one. So your back foot is going to come into a 45-degree angle. Your front knee is going to be bent in over your ankle or an inch behind your ankle. Arms lifted up. As you're in this pose, make sure you're pressing down through your feet and activating everything from the feet all the way up. Keeping everything engaged. You're in warrior one. You're breathing. Exhale, fold over your front foot. Pivot on your back foot, so you're up on your back toes, your heels lifted. Release your back knee. Inhale, lift your arms straight up. Exhale, fold over your front foot. Press down through your hands. You're going to step back here to a knees down plank, or if you want to work in a high plank, you can. Breathe. Exhale to downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Remember to keep your hands where they are. Move the feet if you need. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Hop or walk your feet forward, coming to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift both arms. Exhale to mountain pose. Inhale, both arms lift up. Exhale, fold forward over your feet. Release your head. Inhale, your left leg is going to step back long behind you. Front knee is bent and stays on top of your ankle. Breathe. Keep your left hand where it is or bring it closer to the inside of your right foot. You can stay up onto your fingertips or release your hand down. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Twist towards the right, breathe. Exhale, when you're ready, release your top hand down. Keep length in your spine. Rise up to warrior one. Back foot is in a 45-degree angle. Front knee is bent. Breathe. Press down through the feet as you reach up through your fingertips. Keeping all your muscles hugged towards the bones. Breathing. Exhaling, folding over your front foot. Pivoting on your back foot. Inhale, plant your hands. You're going to step back here to a plank or to a knees down plank and breathe. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, come forward to hands and knees. Exhale, take a wide-legged child's pose. Connect with your breath. Feel your breath in the back of your body. Inhale. When you're ready, come to hands and knees. Take your right hand to the center of your mat or directly underneath your face. Inhale, you'll lift your left arm up. Exhale, you'll thread the needle. Left arm is going to come through the right arm. You'll place the left shoulder onto the mat as you reach out through the left fingertips. And then your right hand will come straight up overhead. From here, you really want to focus on not just laying on your shoulder, but really reaching out through your left fingertips and the right fingertips as you twist the upper part of the back body. And breathe. Bring your right hand to frame your face. Press your right hand into the mat. Come back up to hands and knees. Take your left hand right to the center of your mat. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Twist towards your right. Exhale, right arm will move through your left arm as you place the shoulder onto the mat. Extending your left arm out in front of you. Really focus on twisting and opening up the chest. Breathe. Bring your top hand to frame your face. Press back up to hands and knees. Good. From here, tuck your toes. Both toes underneath you. You're going to walk your hands back to sit back onto your heels if you can. Sit up tall. Find length here in your spine. Bring your arms out into a T. Exhale, you're going to cross your right arm directly over your left arm, coming into eagle arms. Here's what it looks like from the front. You can also let the back of the hands rest on each other, or you can move to prayer arms. Inhale, open your arms back up. Cross your left arm this time over your right, I believe. If not, do the other side. Keep the elbows lifted, your fingertips facing towards the top of your mat, hugging your abdominals towards your spine. Breathing. Inhale, open your arms back out into a T. Good, and then release back to hands and knees. Untuck your toes. Wiggle your toes or tap the tops of your feet out. Good. From here, you'll swing your legs around, sit back, come to Dandasana to staff pose. So in your Dandasana, your staff pose, sit up really tall, flex the feet in front of you. Hands will come next to your sitting bones, and they'll face the top of your mat. Inhale, lift both arms straight up overhead. Remember not to fold from the back body, but to really focus on hinging from the hips and leading with the chest. Releasing your hands down wherever they go. They might come to your shins, they might come to your ankles, or even to your feet, but try to keep your back straight and long. And breathe. With each inhale, maybe you focus on finding a little bit of length. Maybe with each exhale, you focus on folding just a little bit more. Inhale, walk your hands up toward your body. Good. Sit up tall. You'll bring the soles of your feet together. You'll let your knees open. Keep length here in the spine. We're going to move through a variation of supus grind here. So from here, I'd like you just to lean forward slightly, and then exhale, you're going to round around towards the right and then lean back. If you want to, you can round your spine and then inhale, open your chest up as you come forward, or you can keep long, straight spine. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Try to connect your breath with your movement. As you exhale, you lean back. As you inhale, you come forward. Change direction. If you'd like to change the flow of your breath here, you can as well. So for example, this time you'll exhale forward and inhale, lean back. Good. And then you'll spiral up to center. Gently take your hands, lift your knees up, extend your legs in front of you, scoot to the center of your mat, and lie back onto your back. Keep your knees bent and the soles of your feet onto your mat. Bring your arms directly down by your side, palms facing down. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Let your feet and knees here be hip width distance apart. Let your knees be over the ankles, and let your heels be about 6 inches from your glutes. Here I'd like you to just focus on finding some length in your cervical spine, so extending up through the crown of the head. On your next exhalation, I'd like you to press your hands and feet into your mat and lift your hips up for bridge pose. You don't have to go as high as you can, but if you want to start off with a small bridge pose, make sure you're pressing your hands and feet into your mat. You're pressing down through the feet as you send your feet forward and extending through the crown of the head. Breathe. Exhale when you're ready, inhale and release your hips down. Again, on your next breath, I'd like you to exhale, press your hands and feet into your mat, lift your hips. Maybe you go a little bit higher this time. Breathe. On your next inhalation, release your hips down. Good. Last time, when you're ready, exhale, lift your hips up. Maybe you go a little bit higher this time. If you'd like to add to this posture, you can rock and roll your shoulders underneath each other and interlace the fingers. If you take this variation, try to keep the pinkies down onto your mat. Keep the hips lifted up. Find as much length as you can here in your spine. Pressing down through the feet, breathing. When you're ready, you'll inhale, release your hips down. Release your hands as you lower down. Take a deep inhale in, long exhale out. One at a time, bring your knees into your chest. If you'd like to, you can move your knees forward and back or in a circular motion. Checking in here with your back body. Exhale, release the soles of your feet onto your mat. Inhale, take your right ankle, place it onto your left knee. Focus on sending your right knee down towards the mat. You can stay here or you can lift up your left foot. Take your hands, reach for the left thigh as you lift up your foot. You can flex both feet here. If you'd like to, you can stay here or you can extend your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the sole of your foot onto the mat. Okay. So your right ankle is going to stay onto your left knee here. You'll bring your arms either out into a T or up overhead or to cactus arms even. From here, you'll twist to your left. So your left knee is going to come over. The right ankle is going to stay on the left knee. Keep your twist and take a deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Inhale, bring your legs back up to center. Exhale, release your right foot onto your mat. Take your left ankle, place it over your right knee. Focus on sending your left knee down towards the mat, keeping this position. You can stay here, or you can take your hands as you lift up your right foot, bringing your knee into your chest, grabbing onto the back of your thigh. You can stay here, extend your top leg, or your right leg, excuse me. Exhale, you'll slowly release. Arms will be, your right foot will come onto the mat. Keep your left ankle on your right knee. You can bring your arms out into a T, up overhead or to cactus arms. On your next exhale, twist to your right this time. Breathe here. Keeping your twist. If you want to take a cleansing breath, feel free to do so. Inhale, when you're ready, come back up to center. Exhale, release the sole of your foot onto your mat. From here, bring both knees into your chest. Bring your arms down by your side. Extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Your legs don't have to be straight here, but extend your heels up towards the ceiling. Bring your toenails back towards your shins. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Inhale, you'll bring the soles of your feet together. You'll let your knees open. You can grab onto your feet or to your ankles. And on your exhale, you can bring your feet in closer towards your body for a butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana in the air, supine Baddha Konasana. If you'd like to, you can stay here. You can transition here into happy baby. When you're ready, you'll exhale, release, place the soles of the feet onto your mat. And I'd like you to find your Shavasana position of choice. So here is where you would, if you need to, I'm going to turn off my lights really quickly. And if you want to grab any props, maybe bolster, blanket, or if you don't have those things, you can grab a pillow, a throw blanket. If you have anything to cover your eyes, you can cover your eyes. You can also lie on your back side or your belly, just whatever works for you. I'm going to grab my bolster really quickly. So the way I like to use my bolster, just a very common way, is to take a bolster underneath your knees and let the back of the knees rest onto the bolster. You can also change the height of your bolster as well. Once you find a position that works for you, you'll lie back. Close the eyes, let the palms rest up towards the ceiling. Make sure your body's comfortable and even warm, maybe. Once you find your position, take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. And just release control of your breath. And just feel and observe the natural flow of your breath here in your body. letting your body relax a little bit more and more on each exhale. Notice the heaviness of your body. And allow your breath to begin just to deepen. With small movements you can find, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. With larger movements, you can rotate maybe your wrist or your ankles or both. You can stretch out or begin to make your way to one side. As you move, feel free to remove any props that are constricting you. When you're ready, you can slowly begin to press your way up to seated, letting your head come up last. And once you find your seat, take a deep inhale in, long exhale out. Bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And even though there's so much happening that we cannot control, there still are some things that we can control. I'd like you to come back to the 3 things that you are grateful for in this time. There's so much chaos, so many things to worry about, things that are not out of our control. But what we do have control of is the things that we're thankful for, personal hygiene, all of those things. But right now is a really good time just to be grateful, to send gratitude to yourself, to the universe. We always have something to be grateful for. Inhale, lift both of your arms up overhead. Exhale to your heart center. And thank you for sharing your practice with me and letting me in your home. Namaste.